Tonight is very much an experiment for us. This is the first time as a Scrutiny Committee from Cheshire West and Chester Shadow Authority that we've decided to come out from our fastnesses, from our council buildings, and actually try and meet with the people who pay the bills, the council taxpayers, and to actually give you the opportunity to ask questions of the executive members who are here tonight, who are leading the council. We have three executive members here tonight, going from my extreme left to right, Councillor Arthur Harada. We've then got Councillor Herbert Manley and the leader of the council, Councillor Mike Jones. Before opening the meeting up to questioning them, I think it would be quite appropriate if we hear from them a couple of minutes by way of introduction. And so, leader, Councillor Mike Jones, over to you. Please introduce yourself and what you're here for.
Thank you, Chairman. I'm Mike Jones. I'm leader of Cheshire West and Chester Council and have been since May. Prior to that, I've been elected as a councillor for the Tatton Hall ward in Chester City Council since 1992.
Councillor Manley.
Thank you. I'm Herbert Manley. I represent the Abbey ward for Chester West and Cheshire, and I'm here as a portfolio holder for prosperity and regeneration. I was on Vale Road Borough Council before that from 2003, and we have been holding various portfolios on Vale Road Borough Council.
Councillor Harada.
Good evening. I'm Arthur Harada. I'm portfolio holder for Children's Services. I represent the Overley ward, which is south of the River Dee. I'm also a member of Chester City Council, and I was elected in 2006 for Lage Park ward, and in 2007 I was promoted to executive member for people performance and improvement.
Thank you very much. Councillor Jones, before we turn to the questions, is there anything that you'd like to say by way of introduction to the way in which the council has been run, what you've done, how things have been set up?
Well, I can only say it's been run incredibly well. but I think that would be somewhat false statement at the moment. I think we're in that very difficult period where we have no responsibilities. We have no staff bar one who's just entered the room now. And this is Steve, our Chief Executive, who started yesterday, is our first employee. Steve Lumsden, who was appointed or pitched from Stoke. And so it's been a very difficult time in starting to organise what the new council is going to look like, what the organisation is going to look like, how many jobs we're going to have, what the budget is, with a whole lot of other stuff that we've got to complete by the 1st of April. We are now starting to build some momentum. We have interviews in October for the director level of appointments, and then we have interviews in November for the third level appointments. We will also hopefully by Christmas have some knowledge as to where everybody in the county council will be tupied to, because we have to disaggregate the county council between west and east under the various employment legislation and the rules that we have to follow. And so by Christmas, most staff in all our councils will hopefully know where they're going to be in the new organisation and if they've got a job as well. So there's a lot to do.
Thank you very much. Councillor Manley, would you like to describe your portfolio and what you're getting into?
My portfolio is a very good portfolio. Prosperity and regeneration, I think, covers a large number of items. Obviously, economic regeneration of our area is important. We need to ensure that we actually get the right mix of jobs for the people in the area. We need to make sure we get the right facilities for people to actually be able to live and work. And also we need to provide lifelong learning, whereby people continually encouraged to actually learn new skills and adapt to new areas. On top of that, I'm looking after also the areas and places where we can have recreation. So places like the Sandstone Trail, where we actually can take things forward and people can enjoy the countryside. We've got the Weaver Valley Regional Park, which is part of regeneration and also part of leisure. So it is, I think, a very wide and very interesting portfolio, and also one that reflects to everybody who lives within Cheshire West and Chester.
Thank you very much. Councillor Harada.
Thank you. I have the portfolio for Children's Services, which is one of the largest portfolios in the new authority. It includes not just children in school, but also includes children who are looked after children in care. And one should really say young people, because we, of course, go up to the age of 19, and in the case of children who have learning difficulties, to adulthood, to 25 years of age. It's quite an exciting time. It relates to my own professional background as a teacher trainer. In fact, one of my former students is here as a head teacher, but I wouldn't claim to be anything but did it by her own endeavours and not mine. And of course, we're looking at trying to raise standards. We have in the Cheshire West and Chester, we have 3 schools, 3 secondary schools, 3 high schools, which were referred to in the National Challenge. We're working to ensure that they are taken out of National Challenge. In other words, they achieve better than 30% of the cohort get A stars to C at GCSE. We're obviously looking at the restructuring because the authority has such a large number of schools, and by disaggregation we of course are going to take approximately half of them. So it's testing times at the moment.